Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Part 39! This time it is finally time to do the final character storyline. We finished up everyone. We don't have the red text on the main character. I guess you have to do like the other optional dialogue things to do that, so we might just forever be regular clear on Bad Boy U. I don't know if I really care enough to go back and do that. Maybe. If it prevents the completion percentage going up to 100, I'll do it, just because it'll annoy the hell out of me. But, without further ado, let's jump into old Lisbeth, see what she's up to. Oh god. 14 billion years ago, the universe was created. Within the endless darkness are scattered countless bright lights like a nebula. But those lights are not stars. Each one is the light of life, the gleam of man's souls. This is the world inside people's hearts. Really, I think it's got like muscle and like blood vessels and stuff in it. The place where every human's consciousness is connected and can be traced to their origin. Every memory since the dawn of man, and even those in the ladder of its evolution, slumbers here. Some think of this place as a sea. And they may be correct. Depending on how deep you go, you may see this world's endless landscapes and innumerable faces. Where I stand now is one of its furthest depths. A domain that has existed far before life became sentient, or even took form. Here, there is only the darkness of death and the radiance of life. I come here at times, for a very important objective. To put them in the damn book. Suddenly, a patch of the darkness surges and undulates. The pitch-black substance swells with a tar-like consistency and quickly takes the shape of a giant arm.
My, it's rather stout compared to before.
Just as good and evil are products of man's heart, there is a negative force here in the sea of souls that tempts man to corruption and destruction. These things seem vaguely familiar. Though one's malice may amount to little, there are billions of people in the world. It's actually common for monsters capable of destroying mankind to develop without any realization, or without anyone realizing. This is one of them. Though it was only an arm at first, it quickly developed into an enormous human-shaped torso. Is it? I thought it was like a dog. But yeah, I guess it is just like two torsos. Even this space, where up and down are fluid, its resentment-filled roar causes the air to shake. The monster raises an enormous arm towards the heavens. Its destructive power could tear down mountains. But it suddenly stops. Something is blocking its movement. I am, to be precise. You might think I'm nowhere on the scene. In truth, even the monster may be thinking that. But I'd like to direct your attention to the fingertips at the end of this giant arm. Closer. Even closer than that. Keep going, closer, all the way to the index finger.
There. Do you see me now? Have I forgotten to introduce myself? My name is Elizabeth.
Oh god, she knows she's in a visual novel. I fix my gaze upon the two lights that seem to be the monster's eyes, but it twists away, trying to resist.
Do you wish to behold death that much?
I grab the monster's index finger. And in one motion, I flip its immense body and throw it into the air. The monster cries out in agony and the area quakes again.
Oh dear, it seems it won't be easy for one of this size. I cannot damage the world of everyone's hearts, and I hesitate to make a scene in the real world either. Time for a change of scenery.
I open the elegant grimoire. Oh god, he's gonna put him in the damn book! A large blue magic circle forms behind the thrown monster, swallowing the gargantuan figure. I follow it in. Continual, turbulent streams of light and darkness flow past the monster and myself. Eventually I speak up.
We will soon reach our destination.
Another magic circle appears in an altogether different kind of black void than the one we came from. The monster is spat out there, and when it collides with the surface, a tremendous cloud of dust rises. What, you didn't dust your dark dimensional portal thing? Lazy? I emerge from the magic circle second and rise into the air. On the horizon beyond the monster, I can see a deep blue sphere. On the dang moon? Yes, this is the moon.
Now, I had promised to show you death. Your fate is in the cards.
A figure appears behind me, bearing several
The god of
coffins.
death, Thanatos. What do you think?
Thought it'd be bigger. The light of the stars shines off its drawn sword and gleams bewitchingly.
Was it to your liking? Well then, farewell.
It flings the sword down at the monster's head. Against its fearsome size, the sword is barely larger than a needle. But the sword's merciless sharpness pierces far beyond the blade's length. The monster's body slices apart like wet paper. The final death cry of the monster slowly dissolves and evaporates as black mist. A deafening silence returns to the area. To break the quiet, a tune plays on my lips.
Velvet, oh velvet.
I create another magic circle in the air and step through it. I shouldn't remain long in this world without any real objective. This is not the world I belong in, after all.
My master has a large nose.
I mean, I suppose she's not wrong. I was once a resident of the Velvet Room and served its master. The dark blue clothing I still wear is from that time. All the residents have their roles, but they are also on a journey. We help our guests grow as people, and through the help we offer, we come to understand the ultimate question. It's a fundamental question of, who are we?
Thinking back on it, I spent so many days like that for such a long time. I had thought that it would be impossible to change.
But 2 years ago, I finally reached my answer. One's identity cannot be sought out, but must be forged for oneself. It's something you can build, little by little. People call the freedom to do so potential, and by mastering it, people develop their unique identities. That is the understanding I came to. So it seemed to me I should believe in my own potential, and wander in pursuit of my desire. It wasn't a hard conclusion to come to. That is why I abandoned my assigned role and departed on my long journey. I've set an objective for myself. To defeat the monster I fought a moment ago once and for all. I vanquished it then, but that is only temporary.
It'll surely resurrect within the year again. And I'll go through today once more.
I mean, okay, you have to spend like 10 minutes every year killing a big monster? That doesn't seem that big a deal. The monster was born from the twisted wishes arising from the lack of substance in people's lives. It slowly stagnates and seeps out. This is life, then bring on death. Desires like that are what give it power. And that giant black arm tries to free death from its prison. It can never be left to act on its aims. But as long as people continue to wish as they do, the foul feelings will congeal and it will revive endlessly. To truly defeat the monster would be to change the very souls of the people. That cannot be done no matter how much one improves their skill in battle. I do not currently know how this goal can be attained. It may be that no one in this world knows yet. Some new and unknown miraculous power most likely be required. Anime friendship. That is why I wish to travel as far and wide as I can to broaden my horizons. Since I have only interacted with the guests of the room, I'm sure the scope of my knowledge is far inferior to a single human's. But there are infinite places for me to explore. I'll travel to each one and satisfy my natural curiosity. Alrighty. Interesting start. Now we will pause for a second. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Drumroll, please.
Now, that's why I have come here. A double check on the danger scale situation that I just recently discovered.
Now, When you say recently discovered, are we referring to the danger in general, or the idea of the scale? That we just learned there's a scale that measures danger, and now we're using it? I place my hands on my hips in what I believe to be a standing firm. Before me is what seems to be a replica of a building in the real world.
Since multiple Persona users gathering, it's once in a blue moon that one discovers a place like this. I'm sure I can learn some interesting things here, or something along those lines.
You can always put them in the book otherwise.
In any case, I, Elizabeth, can scarcely keep myself from getting involved.
For someone with a physical form to step into the realm of the mind would be for them to enter an even more abstract place in the Velvet Room. Normally, it would be impossible, and even if it were, it would be very dangerous without a firm will. For it to occur at all is intriguing enough, but on top of that, these people are mainly Persona users, and not just one or two. There's no denying that something truly extraordinary is happening here. This smells like fan service. Broaden horizons aside, I can't resist taking a closer look. It's like, all these characters just happen to show up in the same time and location? What a queaky ding. When I get closer, I see a nameplate reading Yasagami High School at what seems to be the main gate.
This building, is it a school?
Take your Elizabeth to school day? The school building before me looks aged and I narrow my eyes.
Somewhat old-fashioned compared to the school I have experience with, but it has its charms as well.
Don't talk shit about Inaba, alright? Yeah, just because we're like not as, what word am I looking for? Yuppie? As the island?
This is what they call animalist aesthetic. Animalist? Bestial? Anyway, something along those lines.
Elizabeth is so good. There are bizarre decorations as far as the eye can see inside the building. Was this school always thus adorned?
These decorations. Could this be the fabled school festival I've heard tell of? A festival is where one toys with the lives of goldfish in a scandalous game. One can also enjoy a combat simulation with close-range shooting tests using sniper rifle fire into the interior of stalls.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Ooh, I'm starting to get excited.
Looking up, I spy a large sign done in vibrant colors.
Grand Prix. Could this be a fighting tournament? This isn't why the Persona users are gathering, is it?
No sooner do my suspicions arise than I sense the first presence within the school and turn towards it. Come, challenger! I wave my arms about in anticipation, but something seems a bit odd.
That lady over there, she not a Persona user? Regardless of that, I sense something out of the ordinary.
Oh, is this when she fights Labras in Labras's thing? When I close my eyes, I can tell that while she may appear to be a human girl, something about her is amiss. Since an unnatural disconnect from her memories and consciousness not seen in most people.
Is she truly human?
Now that I'm here, I can sense powerful combatants gathering one by one. If such power were to be used to its fullest in clashes of skill, the result could be life-threatening. This place is not meant for such a girl. If she were to be drawn into this, then in the worst-case scenario...
Were I still my old self when I only lived to play out my role, I would leave her be. But I am different now.
You know she's gonna hit you for 9,909 damage, even if you don't ask for it? I make my way towards the girl. As I approach her, I begin to hear voices. It seems that she is calling herself a student council president. I stride down to the end of the hallway where she is walking, directly into her view. The girl gives me a slightly questioning look, but no more. She comes towards me, guilelessly.
Hey, excuse me. You got some reason to be at our school?
Up close, I can tell at once. There's no doubt that this girl is not human. Yet she seems to be under that impression. The original residents of this place seem to believe that she is as well. But of course, that is impossible. The disconnect I sensed earlier must be related.
Could someone have tampered with her memories and psyche?
No matter how unusual her circumstances, such extreme gaps in awareness are no mere figments of the imagination. It's possible, but normally those with a distorted view of reality have equally distorted emotions. And I do not sense that in her. Her emotions are in balance, only her memories and awareness fall short, like a corps de ballet falling behind a soloist. I fixed my gaze upon the girl before me once more. If she did not come here of her own will, then the events here may be more sinister than I imagined.
Are you sure this is how things should be?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I am a wanderer who only stopped here because I sensed great power gathering. I am in no position to give advice, but this place will soon be caught in a bit of a fracas. If you continue to avert your eyes from everything, I think it will have an impact on your life in the near future.
My life?
What you choose is up to you, but I believe there are factors preventing you from making the right choices at the moment. I couldn't bring myself to just stand by and watch as you lost your life before my eyes. That is why I came to you, so I could give you one last chance.
And then beat your ass? She has most likely forgotten who she is. I sense something shining, slumbering deep within her heart. It's the glow of a bond. No one who has been a resident of the Velvet Room could mistake it for anything else. Before she forgot herself, she must have had strong feelings about someone or had made a promise to them. And I'll leave it to her to remember what it was. I hold out the Persona Compendium as if handing it to the girl and open its pages. Light streams out from it and washes over her. The light dispels the girl's false image, the illusion that made her seem human, though she is not.
Huh? What is this?
Her true form is revealed as a gleaming mechanical body. Her arms look as if steel plates are covering them. The girl frantically pulls at them to try and tear them off.
It won't come off. What gives?
My, what a robotically cool body. It is apparently meant for battle.
Hey, you! What did you do to me?
Nothing in particular. Well, considering that you are meant for battle, I shall briefly be your opponent. During that time, why not think back about who you are?
Huh? My opponent?
Most likely, I will not get through to her with words alone. Only by being forced into a confrontation will she finally be able to understand. She already knows how to use the steel limbs which she's supposedly never before seen.
Away we go.
Hey, that's my line. You can't say that. What else was to say during this section if I can't say and away we go? So, Lisbeth, Lizzie, Bethy, E-Girl, what the hell do you do? What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, the music's kinda banging.
Impressive. My turn. My attack.
Oh, no!
Okay, we gotta put you in the book. You gotta go in the book.
I see.
You have to go in the book.
Rounds and rounds.
Okay, that's not how you put him in the book?
Give it up.
I thought that was just her throw.
Oh, my attack. Oh my. You're frozen. Please don't hold back.
Oh god.
My attack. Here, some freeze. Senator.
Oh, okay.
It's time to be
Oh, you
judged.
went into the book.
Death.
Put her in the damn book. It's finally happened.
Pardon me. Oh,
Oh god.
would you mind waiting for a moment? Pardon me. Senator. My pardon.
Book.
My
In the book.
You're frozen now.
I don't know how he did it, but like, I just wanted to put everyone in the book. New rule, we can't win a fight as Elizabeth unless we put them in the book at least once. We'll have to throw. If we don't. The girl collapses powerlessly.
I
used a soft touch during the battle. She should have sustained no injuries. Probably. Still, the girl does not stand back up. Apparently due to mental rather than physical stress. Her own arms and legs had turned metallic. Yet in the heat of battle, she was able to use those foreign appendages with ease. If she truly thought herself to be human, that would have come as quite a shock.
That should be enough. I'm sure you realize now that you are not human. There must have been an important promise that could only be kept in that guise. That must have been your reason for living. Whether it's worth losing that or not, I ask that you give it serious thought.
An important promise. My reason for living?
Her potential will become unlocked through self-reflection. That was how it happened for me as well.
Now, it seems the tumult of trials is about to begin. In which case, I bid you good luck.
Close the compendium in my hand and the worn pages rustle as they meet. By the time it shuts, I am already far away from the girl. In my absence, the illusion is again in place, giving her the appearance of a human once more. You may consider what happened to be a daydream, and that is quite alright. My intention was to give her an opportunity to awaken to the truth. What she eventually decides is up to her. But that aside, there's something else in my mind. The girl I fought looked human, but wasn't. It's rare for even one such as I with an unimaginably long lifespan to meet someone like her. Yet, she is the second such person I have known. The other was also a guest of mine once. She too resembled a human girl. I can sense her power somewhere here as well. Most likely, she's here for reasons having to do with the girl I met.
What an intriguing event. More so than I had first imagined.
Though I came here on a mere whim, this trip may be unexpected fruit. Perhaps I'll discover something important. My interest piqued even more now. I decide to go further in. When I do, the bustle of voices reaches my ears. Is that a cheer? One of the monitors nearby turns on after the cheer dies down. It's showing a girl in a school uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen, is everyone ready? It's time to get our program started. I, Reset, will be your commentator. Please, hold your applause.
Man, we haven't seen this in forever.
Oh, you're too kind, you're too kind. Well, with things starting to heat up now, the General has a few words for you. The mic's all yours, sir.
I don't like the idea of anybody calling Teddy Sir under any circumstances. Next, the person who seems to be the host takes the girl's place. Actually, person may be incorrect. That intriguing fluffiness and tantalizingly round body. Oh god, Teddy's in there, man.
Ahem! Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix! Presenting the manliest of all men!
This is more of a to-do than I thought.
I keep watching as a video of some upbeat music plays.
Is this an introduction to the contestants?
A number of girls and boys are introduced at a steady pace. I haven't seen any of their faces before, but they all appear to be Persona users. Each one of them is tagged with a mocking epithet.
Carnivore who's discarded womanhood.
Oh no.
The blood-curdling beefcake emperor. The sister complex kingpin. Are these signs of their willingness to cast aside their pride in pursuit of victory? I wonder if they're not casting aside a little too much. This is a rather novel idea.
There's no denying that those with power are gathering here for the tournament. The video comes to a close. Since I came here on my own whim, I am obviously not featured in it. How unfortunate. I catch myself pouting my lips.
Should I officially enter this as well? Oh, but if the manliest of all men are the ones called forth, I cannot participate.
Oh, sure you
And
can.
again, I distinctly spotted a woman or two in the introductory video. Then I shan't concern myself with such trifling details. I shall soldier on.
The next time the host appears on a monitor, I will make my entry. If he turns me down, then I shall resort to force. Very good. My mind made up, I begin my walk through the school. Battles, battles. Oh, where might I find a battle? I look into a window nearby. Aha!
Oh my! The host himself is before my eyes.
Before I realize that I'm already in motion.
Pardon my dynamic entrance.
Someone's here! Hmm?
Looking around, I see a piano and portraits of famous composers lining the walls. I see, this must be what they call a music
Please
room.
forgive me for startling you.
Ooh! Who are you, miss?
I am Elizabeth, a mere elevator attendant, albeit one who is currently utterly neglecting her duties.
An elevator attendant? I don't believe it! I'm having culture shock! I wish Junessa's elevators had such beautiful attendants too!
Excuse me, but may I ask your name?
Teddy! Adoy!
Oh god, Teddy and Elizabeth at the same time is too much.
I'm sorry. Would you mind repeating that in human language?
I was saying it normally. Teddy is my name and I'm a proud bear!
I see. Teddy Bear. You have a rather creative flair to your appearance.
I
Same?
wish you'd say cute instead. Though hearing a pretty lady like you say so makes my heart skip a beat!
Watching him, I cannot restrain my curiosity any longer and prod his soft fur with abandon.
Huh? What are you doing?
This seems to lack ventilation. How does he breathe in there? Oh, there's a zipper.
Stop! I'm ticklish! Oh no! No opening! You're embarrassing me!
Please forgive me. Curiosity almost killed the bear.
Huh? What were you planning on doing to me? You're even a tougher customer than the kids at the food court, miss!
When I step away, Teddy Bear lightly smooths over his fur to try and regain his composure.
I had forgotten what I originally meant to ask because of your fine coat of hair. Teddy Bear, though I am a woman, I wish to partake in this Grand Prix.
Huh? I can't help you with that!
Oh, but are you not the host shown in the introduction video?
It's all a huge misunderstanding! That guy's an imposter! Won't you hear me out?
It seems he has faced some kind of dilemma. I decide to lend an ear to Teddy Bear. He animatedly describes his circumstances, but his arms and legs are too short to illustrate his point. His mannerisms are so peculiar that understanding is an uphill battle, but in the end I grasp the basics, and then
see.
put him in the book.
So you realized that something was amiss and came wandering in here yourself to investigate. But you fell into the imposter's trap and couldn't do a thing until a moment ago.
When Paper Teddy the 1,000-Year Door started?
You have my deepest sympathies.
Do I really? Anyways, everyone else is on the contestant list while I get the cold shoulder!
Is that so? Then, since we are both outcasts, let us participate of our own accord.
Our own?
May I request a match from you?
That makes no sense at all! What do you mean? Ooh, maybe a hot and heavy struggle with all kinds of clinches and holds?
Teddy, you're gonna get banished to the frickin' moon.
A one-on-one battle to the extreme.
That makes no sense!
This conversation was never gonna make any sense, Teddy.
Wait a second! You look a lot stronger than me, miss!
Nah, Teddy, you're strong. You're like one of the best characters in Persona 4. You got this.
Oh, don't be so modest.
No, I'm really not!
I'm very sorry, but the deadline for submitting a forfeit notice has expired.
You're not sorry at all! There are things I can't do, you know!
Hey, Teddy, if it makes you feel better, at least when you die, you won't have to redo the whole 10-floor dungeon over again.
Oh, but on the other hand, if I can try scoring with you later, I might rethink this.
Remember, she casts Bufudan first, so if you have your ice persona out, you're just gonna instantly fucking die. So, actually, you're fucked, Teddy.
Scoring? I do not understand the term, but if that is your stipulation, why, I accept.
Because you broke the secret rulebook and then you get hit with Meggy Dolan?
Ooh, you accept? Woohoo! I'm ready to go whenever you are!
Actually, I don't remember if she casts Bufudan first, but like if she does, and that's actually fucking seared into my memory, I don't know what to think about that.
That is, if you're still alive afterward.
Is it? Yeah, the noise was like kind of annoying there.
Well then, here goes. Your fate is in the cards.
I take my fighting stance. Settling matters through a show of force is simple, straightforward, and so beautiful. Okay. Whatever you say, girly. I mean, I would say and away we go, but now I feel like,
Final.
Oh god.
What'll come out?
Pardon. Here's some freeze. It's time.
Oh,
to
you've gone into the book?
Pardon. My turn. Here are guns to win.
Oh god. You've been gusted?
Oh my.
Make sure you trade in your
Oh
own
god.
one.
My attack. You're frozen now. It's time to be judged.
Into the book?
Death. My turn. You're frozen now. Oh.
Back into the book?
Oh.
Oh, you're lucky?
You were seared. Oh, would you mind waiting for a moment? Pardon me. My turn. Ha. My turn. Ha. Opening my door. My turn.
Oh, you're so lucky?
Time is here.
I really want to kill you by putting you in the book, Teddy.
You're frozen now.
Teddy, no! Okay, fine. We put you in the book enough.
The road to dating is steep. Ugh.
With an exaggerated groan, Teddy Bear collapses. Or rolls down, to be more precise.
Teddy Bear, you truly are an intriguing creature.
Hearing this, Teddy Bear springs to his feet.
Are you interested in me?
Though you aren't human, you fight against your fate and wish to be with humans. I have witnessed one other case who bore such a fate in the past.
Huh?
You made a choice and decided how you wish to live. That is marvelous, Teddy Bear.
Marvelous? Me? Does that mean you're still okay with me trying to score with you?
Teddy, no, you can't go to the moon yet. No, oh no, you've been vanished to a fucking
That
volcano.
is not what it means.
Kind of surprised Elizabeth knows what scoring means. Teddy Bear loses his balance for some unknown reason and falls over.
No! The way you shoot down my attempts reminds me of Yuki-chan.
Yuki-chan, is this an acquaintance of yours?
Yuki-chan is a very precious friend of mine.
You have friends.
Wow, damn. The fucking inquisitive tone there, like she's so shocked that Teddy could ever have friends. That's the most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard in my damn life.
Actually, everyone who was in that video are my friends. But I can't forgive them for having all the fun. I'll make them buy me a tasty treat for this.
I see. May I ask you something? Who would you consider the strongest among your friends?
Yo, Teddy, don't rat us out. Don't rat us out.
Well, Sensei, of course. He's the manliest of all men.
Oh, God.
Sensei. If I recall correctly, that is the name of a governing class within a school, wielding the power of life and death over its students.
More right than wrong.
Yes, that does indeed sound like the name of a strong warrior.
Sensei's our leader.
He sounds strong, but he seems to be unconnected to the former guest I am searching for. But as Teddy Bear speaks of his friend called Sensei, he wears a beaming expression, a bearing expression, a beaming... There's nothing there. They must be connected with a truly strong bond. Inwardly, I am surprised. Though he is adorable, this teddy bear most likely used to be something similar to a shadow. I am very curious about anyone who could form a bond with such a being. Thinking about it that way makes me interested in him as well.
Oh, that was quite helpful. Thank you.
Once the tournament's over, you should come hang out at Juness sometime.
Juness?
It's a place where Don Yosuke and I work.
Do the jingle, Teddy. Do the jingle.
It's huge. You can eat food there, and they have candy, toys, and sexy bikinis too.
What a paradise on Earth! It seems there is still much I do not know about in your world. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going now.
Teddy, you fucking ratted on us, man. Now we're gonna get thrown in the damn book.
Be careful!
I bow politely. Teddy Bear waves back with a big smile. Oh no, they're gonna put you in a damn trance. Now, though, I decided to participate on my own. How should I proceed from here? I don't have a good understanding of this building's layout after all. I try going in and out of the building to test various paths, but I don't get anywhere.
It may have come to this.
I rear back my head and inhale as deeply as I can. Oh no. And then...
Bring out the next opponent! No one heeded my call. I suppose repeating that line isn't enough.
Oh god, it got so loud. My shoulders sag slightly and I concentrate on the area. It got like super loud. I sense an unexpected presence.
There is someone closer by than I had expected. What a reunion this will be. I'm starting to feel tingly.
There's no need for me to keep searching for an opponent since one is already nearby. I trace the presence and proceed down the hallway. When I reach what appears to be an entryway, I can hear what it sounds like voices quarreling. One of the voices is Teddy Bear, or rather the sham host, General Teddy.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a fight! No wonder you're an anti-shadow weapon.
I take no joy at all from your praise.
As I move forward, I find myself breaking into a run. Soon afterward, the voice's owner enters my field of vision. Just as I thought, that unmistakable figure, she's a guest I hosted in my life as a resident. If I recall correctly, her name is Igus. You tell me you don't remember her? Come on, you haven't had that many guests. Upon closer inspection, she is aiming her weapon at General Teddy on the monitor.
Pointing your weapon at a monitor isn't very scary. But anyways, your next opponent is...
Ah, if I don't act now, the match will start without me. I must prevent General Teddy from speaking for the time being until my business is completed. Again, before I realize it, I am already in motion.
Oh, no! Pardon my bold entrance. Huh? Oh, the monitor's completely shattered. Who would do such a thing?
A strange intruder has shown up.
Oh my. I thought we were having a touching reunion. How unfortunate that you would refer to me as a strange intruder.
I mean, she's got a point. Pretty rude, I
A
guess.
reunion? I don't recall ever meeting anyone so odd.
Wow.
She who governs power. Does that ring any bells for you?
Huh? Wait. Are you the one I met in that blue room then? Your entrance just now was very different from how I remembered your behavior, so I didn't recognize you. But you're...
Okay, what's the percentage chance she remembers her name?
Aridina's son.
No.
Elixir? Arengi?
In any case, I never dreamed that I'd meet you here.
That goes for myself as well. It's been a long time since I saw you. But why are you here? What about your duties of governing power?
I am currently in gross abandonment of my duties.
That was a very straightforward answer.
Considering the circumstances here, I'd like to test your strength as well.
I excitedly flip through the pages of the compendium.
Please, wait a moment. Does that mean you wish to fight me?
From what I've heard, in certain cultures in your world, one lets one's fists do the talking. Perhaps you could think of it as a sporty, modern, and extreme way of greeting one another.
I don't understand at all.
You seem to have become strong beyond all recognition. I'd like to see your power for myself, to broaden my horizons. Will you grant my shameless request?
I still don't understand. But does this mean your wish will be fulfilled if I agree to fight you?
Yeah, sure.
If that's really what you want. Will you mind if I don't hold back?
I couldn't ask for anything more. I, Elizabeth, will fight you with all the strength at my disposal.
Maybe not all the strength.
Now, let us begin.
Settling matters through a show of force is simple, straight. Pardon me. I said that once already. Okay, so far Elizabeth's story, pretty banging.
Final. Fight.
Heavy gyro, heavy damage.
Oh, you're lucky.
This one will
Motor
hurt.
system error.
Oh, no.
Fire.
You gotta go in the book. We can't.
My other self.
It's time
You've gone into the book?
No. Light damage.
Pardon me.
Cannon.
Here is some
No.
electricity.
Light
Please
damage.
look above.
Upward.
Impressive.
Airstrike.
Oh god.
My attack. It's time to
Back into the book. You go?
The devil.
Severe impact.
My attack.
Or EMO.
My attack.
Bramble. Goes down.
Persona.
No. Quick dodge. Athena.
My
Heavy
attack.
gyro, heavy
Opening
damage.
my deck.
Let there be light.
My attack. Your
Some
fate
damage
is in the
evaded.
cards.
You're so lucky.
My attack.
Bramble. Bramble. Goes down. Overheating. The damage. Heavy gyro.
Laboratory.
Severe. No. Ready. My other starting. Starting.
Penetrate.
No. Light damage.
Oh,
Fire.
just how have you taken? Oh god, I didn't mean to do that.
My attack.
My obsession with putting people in the book is gonna get me in trouble.
Persona card.
That did nothing.
Hit. Heavy damage.
Your fate is in the cards.
Alright, we're actually going to go ahead and call it there. Just for timing, because I don't want to get stuck in like an extended section. And the last few videos of all, well, not the last few, since we've been doing the cliffhanger stuff, they've all been like an hour long on average, and really I want these Persona videos to be more like 45 minutes-ish. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it here, a little earlier than usual. But, fun time with Elizabeth so far, definitely is, I mean, it's very funny. I'm quite enjoying it. But we'll see if we get a bit more like, I mean, I assume we'll eventually kind of pivot out of the comedy and into like maybe learning some stuff about Elizabeth, since she's like the last one unlocked. I assume there's going to be something important plot-wise eventually with her, but we'll learn about that as we progress. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.